Okay, gentlemen, good evening. I'm going to go to this session.
Good evening, sir.
I'll go on the YouTube. Anybody have any problem, please do let me know right now. Otherwise, you can leave the meeting. Okay, the exercise which we're going to do is called Ppdt. I'm going to show a picture for 30 seconds. After that, we get 1 minute to write the details. In details, you write the number of characters of scene, what is the age, mood, and gender. Age, whatever you're pursuing, mood could be negative, positive, and neutral. Negative, mark minus, positive with the plus, neutral with the O. If you see a male, mark it as a M. If you see a female, mark it as a F. If you're not able to recognize gender, you can mark it as a P. Then you'll get 3 minutes to write the story. So total you get 4 minutes 30 seconds to wind up your story. When you write your story, you have to take one thing here in your mind, that what has happened in the past, what is going on in the present, or what would be the likely outcome of that particular picture. Okay. Once I ask you, please put your pen down, means you have to put your pen down. You're not supposed to write anything after that. Okay, now get ready with paper. I'm going to show a picture for 30 seconds. Okay, gentlemen, please put your pen down. Quick. अंकित बंद कर उसको फटाफट. कहाँ नोटबुक कहाँ पीछे रखो उसको. कीप बिहाइंड योर बैक. कीप बिहाइंड योर बैक. सामने क्यों रखी हो? पीछे रखो उसको. एवरीवन, हरी, सार्थक, काश, श्रेयांश, everyone. See, gentlemen, I don't know what kind of background you belong or what your father, mother, or grandfather do. I want to tell you that you have nothing to lose. Okay? So work for it. Don't fuck your life with small things, distractions and all. Okay? So the next part is the narration part. Now, one by one, each and every individual have to narrate their story. And once the last person under the story, you have to start a discussion. In the course of discussion, you have to come with a common group story. You have to select one leader who will introduce the group story to the assessors. Don't try to take more than 35 to 45 seconds. If I see more than that, I'll ask the next person to narrate the story. Okay? And try to understand it's not a debate, it's a group discussion. Okay? So you guys are professionals and educated people. So have a good discussion and try to come to a common consensus and select a leader who's potential leader and can narrate the group story to the assessors. Always. And try to take the group forward no matter what. Okay? So let me just assign you the order. Number 1, Amar Kushwaha. Number 2, Ankit. Number 3, Gunjan. Number 4, Shubham. Number 5, Vijender. Number 6, Deepak. Number 7, Hari. Number 8, Sarthak. Number 9, Shreyas. And last one is Vikas Garwal. Okay, Aman, please carry on. Go for it. All the best. With energy. Loud and clear.
Good evening, gentlemen. From the given picture, I perceive that there are many characters whose age around 30 to 40 years old. The protagonist of the story is Ramesh, whose age is around 28 years old. He was lives in Himachal Pradesh. As he was returning from market to his home, he found out that on the ground there is a plane. A plane was landing on that, and he found out that the plane, and he just reach out the plane and asked what's happened. Then he got to know that the plane take the emergency landing, and after that there was a long crowd who was touching the plane and touching it without asking the pilot. Pilot was stopping the crowd, but they were not listening. As he was an NCC student, he came forward and asked the pilot, and he just called the police station to inform about the incident, that there is a plane and people are touching it, and they might broke it or and can do and harm the plane. So he just came forward and stopped the crowd for touching the plane and informed and waiting for the police to came and to take the action. Thank you.
Good evening, gentlemen. In the picture shown to us, I perceive 8 characters. All are male and their age group is approx 24-year-old. All are in positive mood. The main protagonist of my story is Mr. Ram. Mr. Ram, along with the 7 of his classmates, participated in a inter-college science project competition, and they decided to make a prototype of a drone. And the chief guest of the event was the scientists of DRDO. That's why they made they tried to represent the best of their potential. So they made the a prototype of a drone which has many of the extraordinary qualities. And but as the event was organized in a hilly area, that's why the drone was unable to get the enough or adequate space to take a run up. So they decided to take the drone at a adequate height, and they throw it from there, and one of them controlled it. And everyone was surprised and was very wondered that their drone was performing very well, and everyone was very impressed by their drone. And the scientists awarded them with a first prize. Thank you.
Good evening, gentlemen. I can perceive 7 characters in the story. Their age is between 35 to 45 years of old. And the main protagonist of my story is Raj. Raj was a flying officer, and he was flying a plane in the hilly area. So due to some emergency, he has to land in the nearby village. And after that, he came to know that the plane is not in a good condition. So he need to call a backup. But due to some reasons, he was unable to call a backup. But he came to know from the nearby villagers that there is a Air Force station nearby. So he asked the help from the nearby villagers to take the plane to the nearby Air Force station. And he could finally able to get the help from some of the villagers and take the plane to the Air Force station. And he was able to manage it successfully. Thank you.
Good evening, gentlemen. From the picture, I perceive there are 8 male characters. All are in positive mode of the age 19 to 22. The action of my story is doing paragliding on the adventure camp in NCC in Uttarakhand. Sahil was a senior under officer in the last final year of his graduation. They all were on the NCC camp in Uttarakhand. The CEO ordered to them for the paragliding from the peak one by one with the instructor. So they took the paraglider from the camp to the peak of the mountain, and he made sure that all the teammates were safe and no one gets harmed. So he took all the precautions, and finally they all did the paragliding safely and performed very well. Thank you.
Good evening, gentlemen. From the picture, I have perceived there are 7 characters. There are 8 characters of age group 21 to 19, and one of age group 38. And all are in positive mood. And the action of my story is to visit the NCC camp. Rohit was the college student. He was pursuing his BSc from Government College Selana, and there he was a part of NCC Air Wing. One day, he visited the camp along with his friends. There, the commanding officer gave him them a target to climb the light aircraft model on the top of the hill. So Rohit, along with his friends, tied the rope with the aircraft and started to climb the aircraft, and also they use the stone when which they put in the wheels of the aircraft, and as of that they were able to bring the aircraft at the top of the hill. Thank you.
Good evening, gentlemen. In the picture shown to us, I perceived 8 characters. 6 were male in the age group of 18 to 22, and 2 were males in the age group of 45 to 50, being professors. So my action of my story is creating a prototype of aeroplane, a solar prototype of aeroplane for final year project. So Mohan is a 50-year-old professor of Dehradun Institute of Technology. He and his students want to make an aeroplane. Prototype of the solar aeroplane. So for that, he selects the top 6 students of his batch, and then he searches lot of research paper and then visits library of Dehradun. Also takes help from the Air Force Selection Board, which is also in Dehradun. And after the hard work of almost 3 to 4 months, they are able to create the prototype. Initial prototype, it was not flying, but it was a prototype which was very successful. Dean helped them. Dean praised them that it was a very good prototype, and they all were happy. Thank you.
Gentlemen, I have perceived from the given picture is there are several characters inside the in the picture, and my protagonist is 22-year-old young man. He is aeronautical engineer, and all persons age group is 12 to 22. And Aman is a 22-year aeronautical engineer. He is from remote area in from mountains in Nalamala forest, and he has a dream to become an aeronautical engineering because he built that dream because of watching birds in childhood. Once in his village, he was roaming around the village and he found that some children watching birds flying, and he talked to them, and they were exclaimed their excitement, and he said that we can make a big bird like a glider, and they were excited to make it, and he led that children's team to build a prototype of glider, and they made it and they flew it. After that, all children were inspired by that Aman, and they became they became something good in their lives. Thank you.
Good evening, gentlemen. Through the picture, I have perceived total of 8 characters, all male, age is between 18 to 36. Action of my story: conducting trials of unmanned aircraft vehicle. Pranav was working in a DRDO's air wing. He was very interested in aerodynamics and creating aircrafts. So one day, he and his teammates, subordinates, and interns were working on a project where they were trying to make a sustainable and cheap aircraft or cheap unmanned aircraft vehicle inspired by the America's PS5. Sorry, where after conducting many trials, they were able to go to a nearby hill of the Kalsubai. After reaching the peak, after many trials, they were able to conduct a successful flight trial of the aircraft. Later on, their project was also got appreciated by the Hindustan Aeronautical Limited, and all the interns were got invited to participate in the later projects made by the HL. Thank you.
Good evening, gentlemen. In the picture shown, I pursued 8 characters. All are in positive mood, the age of all between 25 to 45. The action of my story is to make a prototype of an airplane. So Rohan, who is 25 years old, a Ppdt student stream from the aviation corps. He and in the college competition, he got as a leader to make a prototype of the plane. So he elected the 7 members of team to make the prototype. They prepared the prototype and they went to the hilly area to make a soft landing of the plane. So they went to the peak and they flew the aeroplane from there. The aeroplane was good. The aeroplane was looking good in the flying and got a soft landing. He got first prize in the college competition. Thank you.
Hello friends. From the picture shown, I have perceived 8 characters. All are in positive mood. The age group between 30 to 50 years. The action of my story: research on a structure on mountains. Suresh Patak, who was a researcher and had a great experience in climbing on the mountains. So one day he decided to go with his students on mountain. So he went to the Himachal Pradesh. They went with a structure type of a aeroplane or a drone. After that, they took the structure and tried to climb it for mountain. So after they tried very much, they successful to reach the structure on the mountains,
and they research that how was this working on the mountains or high altitude areas. After that, they succeeded in their research and they went back to their their college. Thanks.
Gentlemen, as
So,
per the
gentlemen,
friends,
scenario
from the
from
picture,
the
picture, there
picture,
were
it is
can be
8
clear
made
characters.
that
that there are 8
The
characters.
they
picture
the
has
prototype
pursued
is
eight.
NCC
trying
came
to
for
Which are in,
40
Gentlemen,
in
which
the age
clear
group of
that
nine
consider
to
Gentlemen, now we should
many of us
focus on
are
the main
agree
theme
on
NCC
of
came
that
the story.
taught by the
I think the
professors
main
that are
Speak.
it is not
story
a
on the
plane.
That
No one
CCC
is carrying
adventure
that plane.
camp.
number of air
It is not
characters.
possible to
Adventure
fly
camp.
that plane.
they are looking like
But
toys.
because
They
of the
are
Only
KG
in
gate,
the airport
some of the
going with
Areas in a
we
remote
can say
village.
that
ship of
person
a
who
craft
must be
a
from
drone.
The
have a
paragliding,
high
they
income that is
many
50 to
of you,
55
They
lakh rupees
research
salary of
we can
professor.
on
consider
its
on
it
the
as a
point
He
that
made the
NCC
story
in a
air
related
village
to
base
area,
and we
college
can
they
make
they
are
student
a
wanted
story
to
around
prototype
testing
of
that
solar
prototype on
aircraft.
the
NCC
hilly area because
NCC
they
came for air
not
wings.
an adequate
We should make
space
our action
to
there.
make the
NCC came for air
right
wing
taken
and we can add our action there.
So I think we should focus on the main
We
theme,
can
that
choose
is
a
from the
story related to the
adventurous
college
camp.
student who are
first
making
of
a
all, we should
solar
focus on
system
the
Is
strength of the
organized by the
people that
with
they
the
NCC
help
are
of their
make
a
professors.
few
males
ordered
make
Deepak,
them
I think we
male
to
should
the
males
consider it
and
as
paragliding
a
they all are
NCC came
and
for
into
to
air
we
wing
should
and
attend
focus
to
on
and
the
the
we got
character
a
and
chance to
so
fly
then
a
the
aim of
senior
kite
the
and
and
as you
telling
can
our
story.
see
story.
that
also
there
We
are
must
can
many
make
talk
our
characters
action.
in
We
the
can make
picture.
our
We
story
can
on
make
this.
a story
Vijender,
around
I
that.
think
The
we should
major
make the
student
story on
can
the
say that they are
he
taking
was
the
a
from a place
officer in
that story
NCC.
revolves around
The
some
other
students who are
teammates
making
out
a
of the
They
plane
prototype of
were in
the
the age group of
action.
action.
18 to
The
60 years of
studying
age.
is
Let's
They
suppose
took the
Gentlemen,
paraglider to the top of the
they
hill.
are testing it
One by
one
one,
at by
they will
in
take
a
aircraft
students
hilly area.
to
is
They
do
modeled
the
are
on
not
paragliding to
able
the
specific
to
prototype
altitude
of the solar
areas.
They are
airplane.
trying to pulling the
How
aircraft,
it will
After
but in the picture
be
it is
after
work.
clear
performing
that they are
that,
trying to
yeah,
pulling the aircraft.
after
gentlemen,
landing on the plane area, they will again take the
gentlemen, it is
paraglider
not
with the
possible by
whole
few
team to
men
the
to
top of
carry
the hill.
a plane of
Then the
thousand
other
of
guy will
kg.
do the
So it
paragliding with the instructor.
can be revolved
We should
around there is a
make
prototype
our
which is
story
It
made
on
by
was a
some
the
of the
light,
students.
It was a solar
light
plane. It
helicopter.
has
We can
less
use
engine
it
as
as a
compared to
We
the
can say
conventional
that there is a
helicopter.
student
from
gentlemen,
watch.
You,
actually, it
you
is
all
not
can see
possible
it
to
was
carry a plane of
there
1000 kg
like
of weight
Deepak,
by
I
the
would
some of
like
the
to add a
civilians.
point that
it was not
It
hard.
is not
it was an
possible.
aircraft, then it will
It
need
has
We
to
a
be
can take the
runway
story
prototype.
of the
to
It's a
take
paragliding.
students
prototype
runway
landing
It is
to
not
fly.
process.
possible to carry a plane.
When we have
Deepak,
Gentlemen,
perceived
it
that
is
is a
not
if it
possible
prototype,
to
will be an
carry a
like
plane
aircraft,
of
then it
after
1000
will
of
need
kg
a
weight.
Remember, I already told you it's not a debate, it's a group discussion. Listen to each other, then move forward. Don't cut off anyone in between, otherwise you lose your chance. Nowadays, batch is getting washed out so frequently. Don't fuck up your chance for selection. Listen to everyone. जब कोई एक बंदा बोल रहा है उसको सुनो क्या बोल रहा है वो, फिर अपने पॉइंट्स को ऐड करो, उसे कट ऑफ मत करो. ऐसे करोगे तो कुछ नहीं होगा. एक ग्रुप की तरह काम करोगे, ठीक है यार, इट्स अ ग्रुप, डिबेट नहीं चल रहा है. गो फॉर इट.
So, gentlemen, as Deepak
So,
and
gentlemen,
Ankit
Gentlemen, if
as
both
it
have
Deepak
was a
mentioned
said,
that
plane,
there
then
was
it
a
will need a
Gentlemen,
student
as
that
the
have faced
the
an
story
story
incident.
revolves
related to the
around
college
some
student.
take
students
off.
who are
So we
making a
should consider
prototype
it
of a
as
drone.
a
The story
paraglider.
revolves around this. There is no scenario of a plane carrying by some people
Ankit,
because
yeah, a
naturally
drone
it
will
is
need a
not
runway to take
possible.
off.
Yeah,
When I have
Shubham, I am
considered that as
agree
a
with your
government
point, but
We
it is
need
not
a
possible to carry a
plane
plane
need
of
to go
1000
from
of
the
kg
place
weight by some of the
Okay,
we should
students.
consider it
okay,
as
Ankit, we can make they are a college
prototype of
student
some
and they
aircraft.
are making the
This
Can
could
go
be
with the
like that.
prototype
prototype
also.
There is a
aircraft.
prototype
And
of a
as
drone,
recent
and
racing
they are
prototypes are
performing
there,
in front of
And
the
he to
audience.
Vijender.
Cgcat, so we can go
And
with
they
those.
use the
But they
top
were
of the
looking like
hill
a.
to
They were,
flew it.
yeah, Ankit,
Ankit,
I
The
agree with
story
you.
listen to
revolves
me.
They
around
are
If
the
some
it
college
was
students
a
who are
student
making a
and there is
prototype
a
of
It
a
was
science
drone.
just a
festival
They
is
are
prototype.
okay.
If
performing
they did
in
prototype,
not
the
make
front
it,
of
then they
audience.
flew it.
then
Okay,
they
as
will
your
take it to
point
the
we can
Right,
runway,
say
sir.
not to
that they
the
are a
hilly
college
areas
student
to
and
take
there
off.
was a science
Gentlemen,
science festival is going
gentlemen,
on in
as
science
the
festival.
background
Also
is in
consider
Vijender,
a
we
that
hilly
should take
area,
the
so
theme
Let
of
me
the
speak.
there is no
adventure
Let me
camp.
everything
speak.
else
no
under the
run.
Adventurous
supervision
camp
of that
is
batch.
of the
I
NCC.
think we we can make, as Ankit said, that there is a prototype making, so we can get, there is a college student and their science festival is coming, so they are making
Yes, definitely. I
prototype of
agree with
aircraft.
Ankit and
We can
Vijender.
Because
Yeah,
yeah,
we can
gentlemen,
make our story around this.
because
So
naturally it
for
is not
making
possible
that
to carry a
prototype,
plane
the
of thousands
professor
of
went
kg
to
weight.
the library, research papers, did some researches, also went to the nearest.
Okay, gentlemen, please stop it. Now I'm going to share a new link. You can continue from there. Okay.
Okay. So everyone has Ankit.
Gentlemen,
all
if we are
discussed that,
there is
Vijender,
a science competition is going on
let
in
me
the
complete
school.
a sentence. If it was a
Okay.
prototype of a plane, then it will need a proper runway to take off. They will not take it to the hill of the mountain because it will
Yeah.
crash the second moment only.
Yeah, I completely agree with you.
Shubham, I am
So,
agree with your
should-
point,
either
but
we
go with the
we should
this
add
was a
this.
science competition.
This is a
NCC
structure
Gentlemen,
of a
gentlemen, let me
drone
add my
or
point.
aircraft.
NCC
Yeah.
which they
I
wanted
agree
to
with that.
the
This
search
is
on
the
that.
prototype of a
it
plane.
will have the
This is the
wheels,
prototype
at
of a
least
drone.
wheels or
This is the
wheels will be
prototype
there.
of a drone, and
We have, Shubham, we have already agreed
gentlemen,
on this.
listen to
Let's
me.
continue on this. So,
I
Professor,
I
think
think we
while
should
doing
consider
this
it the
prototype,
aircraft
prototype
he
of a
visited
drone,
several
not a plane.
museums, several
It was a drone.
research
We should
papers,
consider it as a
online and
solar
offline as well.
solar drone.
And gentlemen,
We
Solar
should
drone
go
is
ahead.
not
they are
okay,
showing that
Shubham,
they
Now-
have
we can add
ability.
your point.
And within
Okay,
2
we
to
can
3
add
months of their hard work, they were able to create the prototype, landing only as exhibitional
Yes, the
kind of
whole-
prototype functional.
Yeah.
The whole team
But
is
they-
taking
they-
it up to
Deepak,
the
I'm agree
top
with
of
your
the
point.
hill.
also
Deepak,
They
I'm
will
agree with your
right
point.
now
And
they-
then the
basic,
strength could be
that's why they got to
they are showing the
thereby
extraordinary
If
capacity.
prototype was
Deepak,
installed in the college
Which-
premises for
which
the
absolutely
viewing of
right.
To
everyone.
add one more point that
Gentlemen, let me
so
let
in the
me add my
making of
point.
the
Later on,
Gentlemen,
the
let me add my
prototype
point.
was exhibited in the college premises
So,
so that they
Deepak,
can
as
be
you said,
available.
as you said,
The
they
main-
So,
Gentlemen,
can you
as
please
my
We should
they
add
know
that
the principle and know the
After
principle
Gentlemen,
how
that
the
they-
think
aircraft flies
the main story
and on
has
the basis of
research
that
was
they select
successful.
First point
and
is
they also
there
select the
were 8
design. They also
characters.
Gentlemen,
select the
as
design of
Shubham
the
said that
aircraft.
this could be not possible to take. This is not possible as Shubham said. So that they are showing that the extraordinary quality of their drone. That if there is no possibility of finding any proper runway, the drone could be The drone could be also flight by throwing it from a adequate height. So
Ankit,
they are
then I
showing the
would like to
quality.
Gentlemen, we can
I
say
would
that
like to add a point
add one
that
point
from the
that
in
picture
the
it was
lack
shown
of
We
that
should
runway,
add this point.
they
the
need
aircraft
these
was
type
so
of
big.
drones
If
need
there
a
were
launch
there were 8
vehicle.
characters,
So we should
6
add
were
that
college
to
students,
take
2 were
they had
professors.
also made a
And
launch vehicle on
yeah,
the
Shubham.
launch platform
Now
on which
let's
they
sum
can
up all
launch
the
the
points together.
yes.
I would like to
The
add one
first
more
point
point
is
that
I
there
think
are
the
8
group had
characters.
One more
agreed
point
that
Gentlemen, we should also
characters
consider
all were positive
they
and
are
good.
hoping
There
that
are college
take
students.
the drone
There is
to
a
the
science
real ground
competition.
from
organization
there
like
they can take
AJ
off.
or
Gentlemen,
DRDO.
They
We
made
can go
a
with that
prototype
also.
of drone.
Gentlemen, we should
And
also
for that,
consider
they
that
took
they
the
are
help of
they
their
are just a
processor.
college students. They are not accessible to get a proper runway. They are just a college students. So
So
how it is
we
possible
are
to get a
considering
runway?
it's
It's
a college,
And
it's
they-
a college
flying
student.
prototype.
I would
They
like to
want
add
to
one more
research
point
on
that
it.
as
And
there was as there
for
were
that,
many
they
people
took the
they
help
were
of
They
taking
are
the
professor.
not
to the
they
nearest
are
ground
the
from
should
there
also
principal
the
fly
and
drone
without
can take
any
off.
runway.
It's a
there
kind
are
of
several
project. We can say that
they
it's a
belong to
final year
several ages.
project.
And
No,
there
there is
was
a science
no
competition. We can say
available
that there is a
facility
science
of the
competition,
runway,
and
so
for
they
that
went to
they
the
are.
nearby
So
hilly
why
I think
I
we should
was laying
consider that.
emphasis on the
Vision.
solar
Ankit said
We
power.
can add
they-
one more point that they will get the sponsorship from the state government
Yeah,
because
after
their
winning
drone
the
was
prize, they get sponsorship.
After making that
I
prototype, after that is
maybe
exhibited
we
in the
can also
college,
After
it
I would
got
like to
successfully
add
famous.
one
Should
more
hear
point
the
that
drone
Deepak.
students
as they
also
were
got
Okay,
as they
gentlemen.
were
I
working
think
on the
we had
prototype
discussed
there
enough
was
now.
a
DRDO.
We
guy
should
who was
conclude the
working on a
story
hand.
Gentlemen,
now.
I want
He
to add
provided some
something
basic
gentlemen, we should
briefly
wind up our
structures
story.
please
to the drone.
consider it that
So,
Friends,
they
I think the
all
action they took,
Yes, sir,
belong to
please.
the same age
We
group.
should
they
give
took the
So
help from
we
Harinat the
cannot say
chance
professor,
to
they all
say
understood
something.
the concept of flying,
belong to some
and
college or they
second,
all
Gentlemen,
belong to
they made the design.
one
They made the
class.
design of drone, and they took
After
the
yeah,
help
conducting
of
the
agreeing
engineers.
also
So,
I agree with you,
gentlemen,
gentlemen.
now we
conducting the
should
Gentlemen, now we
prototype
should
as
wind up
focus
our
on the
One of
story
them
theme
as
who
a
was
also got
common
working on a
student.
of
HAL,
story.
he got to know that his college was
Gentlemen, we
working
should
on a
wind up our
prototype.
story
also.
as
So he
there
provided
there
some
is
basic
a competition
basic
going
data
on and
Gentlemen,
the
I
student
think
is
we had
performing
from
discussed
there.
which they
enough.
can
Now
make
we
a
should conclude the
And
story
at
and
last,
nominate
they
the
won
leader.
We
they
should
won the
conclude the story
competition.
as
We should add that
there is a group of
Yes,
students
To
who
Vijender,
are
conclude the
performing.
story
they
and
also got the
nominate the
sponsorship from.
leader.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
At the
time
end,
to
we can
conclude
Gentlemen,
our
add that they
I
story.
want to
got the
share a point that
sponsorship or the
they
scholarship
all
from
are
the
not
state
looking
government
like
concerned.
same age group. And they,
After winning the
why
competition,
to
they
We
get
can
get
include,
why
we
not
can
take
also include
a
that the
they also
leader
get
part
some
there.
adequate
Gentlemen, I would like to
resources
add
to
one more
make
point
their
that
It was
drone
a
very
part of national
as they were
research
making the
fellowship.
prototype,
Like it's
We
one of the
already take
alumni
much
from
time.
who was
So
working on a HAL.
now
He provided some
we
data
should
from
go
which
with
they
the
can
group
create a
story and nominated
basic prototype.
it later.
Yeah.
Yeah, gentlemen, now we should choose our group leader.
Yeah, I think we should
As a-
choose a
I
group leader.
prefer to
I think we
Deepak.
should,
I
Thank you,
nominated to
Vikas.
Deepak.
Thank you, Vikas, for
add all the
nominating me.
points.
Even I
If
think I
anyone
should
problem
also,
with Deepak,
I would like to also
No, no,
nominate
no.
myself
We
as a
don't have
group
any
leader.
problem.
Let's add all the
Ankit.
points
Thank
that
you,
we have
Vikas.
considered.
I think we should also nominate the Deepak for the common story,
I
Yeah,
agree, I agree.
yes, Subhash.
as he can narrate.
Yes.
I agree.
He can narrate the story in a good way, and he
Yeah,
listen
yeah.
to all points.
There is one more point that I
Yes,
would like to
I
add.
agreed,
If
Subham.
if someone wants to add any point, then he can
Last
tell
point,
to
they can
Yes,
be
I have
included.
one.
Yes.
Yes, I have one. Later on, they after the conducting of the trial successfully, their project and all the students who participated in the project got the opportunity to take part as an internship in the HL or DRDO also.
Yeah, yeah. Yes,
got the
You can
Sarthak.
say that it was a
It's a
part
very
of
good point.
research fellowship that
And
they JRF that also.
Sarthak, I would like to add that
yeah.
the Navy is running a program for the indigenous program, IDEX. I think the Navy gives a good amount.
They got the
If they
opportunity
got
work
any
with them.
interest in any private
Ah.
project, they sponsor that.
So
Should
we
we
can say
add that?
that it got sponsorship from Navy,
The
right?
Yes,
catapult
yeah.
technique. Catapult technique to
I
fly.
think now we should conclude the story and Deepak should narrate.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, Deepak, you
Deepak,
can
please
go.
proceed.
You can narrate the story.
Yeah, so thank you, gentlemen, all for nominating myself. And
Please listen the instruction of sir.
No, there is no instruction from his side. Deepak, you can proceed with your story, brother.
okay, if you all agree, I can start the story. So, gentlemen, we all have agreed that there were 8 characters. 6 were college students in their final year. 2 were professors, and they were kind of making a prototype for drone come airplane. And for that, they started with the research on internet as well as offline, like visiting library, visiting and talking to the other professors and other institutes. They also visited nearest Air Force engineers and took help from them also. And with the help of 2 to 3 in the time group of 2 to 3 months, they were able to create a prototype which was not functional, which was not flying, but was a prototype which was a original prototype, like functional prototype. So after that, the dean got very happy with the prototype and they installed it in the exhibition in the college premises. After looking at the prototype, they got several offers from the research, from Navy and other research for making it a real product. So, gentlemen, that was our product, and they all were very happy at the end. Thank you.
Yes, gentlemen, क्या हुआ लीडर का दीपक को सिलेक्ट कर लिया आप लोगों ने?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
तो बताना चाहिए ना मेरे को. हाँ, क्या हुआ सार्थक?
So
हाँ,
I was waiting for your instructions, sir, but the group was proceeded with the Deepak. That's why I did not interrupt it anyway.
तो what? वहाँ स्टार्ट नहीं करना है ऐसा.
Yes, sir.
मतलब ऑफिसर ना बोले.
Sir, I said that
उसको-
waiting the instruction of sir.
No,
Sir,
I
I
got
thought
your point.
there was some network issue. I thought.
Maybe. So what I was saying that थोड़ा ऑफिसर को दिखाओ कि आप लोग झगड़ रहे हो समटाइम्स. नहीं तो फिर वो कुछ ना कुछ करता है लफड़ा उसको जानबूझ के. जब ग्रुप काफी कोऑपरेटिव होते हैं, काफी कोऑपरेटिव होना इज आल्सो वेरी डेंजरस. ओके, सो बी केयरफुल. So anybody have any doubt?
No, sir.
Just